Fellow Nigerians, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is saddening to hear that a state governor from Imo State has gone on the right of beating up people on the street. To the extent of the NLC president, Joe Ajero, was beaten up a couple of days ago, and it was reported on the 12th of November 2023 that he will be flown abroad because of his critical condition for full examination. The NLC president and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, the TUC counterparts, were beaten up in their secretariat in Owerri while they were protesting, among other grievances that were happening in the state. They were talking about the pensions, gratuities, and non-compliance with National Minimum Wage Act, which, as Labour, is a concern to make sure that the citizenry of a nation are well looked after like every other Nigerians. Apparently, the state governor did not refuse that it happened. He was kind of condoning it, that Ajaro and his cronies were engaged in political activities, meaning that they were kind of making or going into issues that are affecting his government. So he took power upon his hands, sent the security officers, which are the police and the rest of them, to adopt Mr. Ajaro and his cronies. Ajaro was physically beaten up, grievous bodily harm were rendered, and he needs careful and urgent medical checkup. He was very weak, wearing a neck collar, and unable to communicate effectively. That is totally in breach of freedom of right of every citizen of a democratic state. It's so unacceptable from all meaningful Nigerians, and even the Imo State in general. They are totally not accepting what the governor did. The governor, Mr. Uzodimma, all he said was that Mr. Jairo and his cronies were politicizing his leadership, or jumping into political issues, and he thinks they don't have any right to talk politics. This is totally unacceptable. Like every other Nigerian, I believe that we have freedom of speech and the freedom to exercise what we believe in. That is democracy. Whereby a sitting governor now think he has all total right to affect the citizenry by bullying and arresting, even kidnapping members of the public to subjugate them to what he believes is right, so that they cannot talk against his leadership when things are going wrong, is totally unacceptable. And this should be condemned at all levels. Even from the presidency, I would expected by now the president has spoken something about it. Because if an NLC leader, the president of NLC, can be kidnapped, beaten up before letting go, then what about the common Nigerians? They will be killed and nothing will happen. If they think that this happening to Mr. Jairo today, it's okay for it to happen. Tomorrow it might be someone else. It might be their family members. It might be anyone. The government should be brought to book. This should be condemned at all levels, and I will expect this to end up in the court of law, whereby someone which was voted in to look after us as a leader is kind of promoting hoodlums, promoting terror, promoting total harassment of the publics so that they cannot exercise their democratic rights. So I will insist that this issue should go as far as it could go to brought this leader to book, because we as Nigerians have freedom of right and we have democracy in play and we are practicing it. So democracy has come to stay and the practice should speak for itself. If we cannot practice what we preach, then democracy will never survive. Thank you very much. True Nigerian, concerned Nigerian, and let's see our democracy at play from our leaders down to the bottom, so that we can work freely and we shall believe that our security agencies are there to protect us and not to be used as a weapon of subjugation because we did not follow what the government is doing. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and share. and put on the like if you like what I've done today so that I can improve every day. Thank you. Bye. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My people, I'm back again to you guys. The issue today is between, I want to talk about it between former governor of River State, Wike, and the present governor, Fubara. We all know that Governor Fubara was placed in there by Wike on purpose. Yeah, I say on purpose now because all these grievances that is coming shows that there was a deal between Wike and Fubara to be totally in control of River State, even when it's no longer there. But my question is, how can you eat from where you don't work? Wike is currently the Minister of Abuja, Minister of State, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. So you are no longer the governor. Okay, you are no longer a governor. You have gone past the level of a governor. You are now the Minister of a Federal Capital Territory. What do you want? Why can't you leave this young man to carry on with his governance, to lead the people of River State out of poverty? Wike is the one that always talk about credibility. If you are credible, which I thought that you have left a legacy which you always claim. So the legacy you have left should be speaking for itself. Why do you want to control when you are no longer there? This Nigerian politics of godfatherism should stop. You bring someone up, you let go. You should not help someone to control them tomorrow because there will be controversies. All right? You're no longer there. What do you want from River State? You want them to pay you homage. You've reinstated the people, the house of the people that are leading the house already. You cannot allow this man to do things without your authorization. You can't allow him to even go out or welcome people without your authorization. You are living in Abuja and you are controlling River State. So there will be too much of distractions. Okay, Abuja alone is big enough for you to concentrate on. Why you want to distract yourself with River State? This is direct question to you, Mr. Wike. I really respect Wike as a former governor for what he has done. I thought he has a good credibility, but from what is happening today, it starts making me to think twice. That he's been preaching what he's not practicing. His predecessors, he accused them of doing one thing or the other. Now you have left. You are now trying to disorganize River State while you are gone. So you've left River State. Let what you've laid down speaks for you. And let this guy that has come to lead. Because you can only lead where you are working. You cannot try and lead from the outside because that will be a total distraction for the government. You cannot impeach this man, Governor Fubara, because he is there and will be working with people directly. So when you impeach him now, you want to put someone in there that will be a stooge to you. That is in total breach of democracy. This guy was voted by the people of River State. So they voted him in. They are the only one that have the authority to unseat him if he's not performing. And that will only happen when Governor Wike is kind of chasing him or trying to unseat him, giving him conditions of how to rule. So I will want to see this settled amicably so that River State can move forward. Let this man rule. Take your hands off his neck. Don't choke him to death. You don't need to kill anyone. You don't need to discipline anyone. You don't need to show your powers. Yeah, you are powerful because you are with the president. The president has selected you to lead a certain area of Nigeria. So focus on Abuja. That's where you are called to lead. That is your focus. Focus on Abuja. Lead by your side. Let Governor Fubara take care of his duties and lead us as all Nigerians. Thank you very much. This message goes to Minister Wike, because that's his position today. You're no longer the governor of River State. You have done your job. I believe you left your mark in there. You've moved on. Focus on where you are today so that we can all live in peace. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yeah, my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all over the world. The last story I want to talk about today is regarding our justice system. If we go back a couple of months ago regarding the killing of the late Mohbad, Nigerian singer, good entertainer, Naira Marley and Larry was apprehended as the sole suspect of all the incidents that happened regarding the bullying of Mohbad before he died. Unfortunately, our justice system, people have always labeled it as not transparent enough. to get justice as needed by every Nigerian. But I still do have hope on the justice system. It's just that they have to prove us wrong by we thinking that they are not credible enough to get people to justice. Today, I just jumped into an article talking about the free or the Naira Marley and Larry being set free on bail of 20 million naira. My take from this is we hope justice will not be swept out of our face. Because I thought by now they should have brought them to book, they should have gone to court, and they should have concluded this case. Because justice delayed, most times in Nigeria, justice being denied. Now they've granted them bail today, and they asked them to submit their passports, has to come with sureties as well, people to sign for them on bail. And that if they go out of or they go missing, people can be called about and whereabouts. I would have thought that before all this arrests been going on, they have a good claim on them because they bullied this guy before he died, and he did say that if he dies, they should hold Naira Marley and Larry responsible. And the government, they have all the sources in front of them to press charges. So I'm not sure why the delay up to now and why they are being freed on bail. Well, everyone has a right after 72 hours, or I think I'm not sure what the Constitution says. But I want to believe whatever is going on today is going on according to the law. So that things should be very clear and brought to book according to what the law says. If they can work in line with our Constitution, then I have no objection regarding it. Because they cannot delay any Nigerian indefinitely without being taken to court. So let them work in line with the law, and we are waiting to see what comes out of this case. Because I will come again to talk about it if things are not done appropriately. So yeah, we are waiting judgment soon, hopefully. Naira Marley and Larry are not gone missing from this bail that have been granted them. Naira Marley is a dual citizen. I believe he has a UK passport and a Nigerian passport. So I will think that they've taken his UK passport and his Nigerian passport, so that he could not leave the country without the notice of immigration at any point. Thank you very much. And if you like, please show support by subscribing so that you hear good latest news coming up to your notice, to your doorstep. Be the first to notify. And don't forget to click the like button as well and share it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you are all over the world. This is another concern for all Nigerians, which we really have to look into. A consigned spending spree by our government, known as presidential yatch of 5 billion naira. 5 billion naira is a lot of money. However, just to reinstate, this so-called item, the 5 billion naira presidential yatch, was proposed by the past government, according to this Tinubu's government. They said the deal has been struck. In fact, this yatch has been delivered, just waiting to be paid for by this government before they've now put it into the appropriation bill for the House to talk about. But thank God the House refused the yatch. However, they've delivered it. So it has to be paid for one way or the other. My main concern is, just to reinstate, 5 billion is a lot of money. With 5 billion naira, this government could be able to do a lot of things, which they even acknowledged are missing in our country today. Good roads. Because of good roads, or because of bad roads, our presidents and the ministers, they went into buying jeeps that worth billions of naira for the ministers to do their oversight. They said because Nigerian roads are bad, they cannot use the road for oversight. Hence, they're going for these highly exorbitant bills, jeeps, costing millions of naira each. And 5 billion naira, from my calculation, can give us good roads, can give us good health facilities, can fund different projects all over the states, can give us good education, can give us to make specific impacts on the populace. It can give us electric vehicles, buses, more of it, that can go around the nation. It can give us good railway lines that can go around most parts of our nation. So it will do a lot more for the economy, not spending 5 billion on one yatch for luxuries of few. They said this yatch is a proposed item for our Nigerian Navy. It's not a war machine. Yatch, from my understanding, is a luxury item where people go and chill out for traveling to such various places to chill out. It's luxury. Yatch is not a war machine. They said it's for the Navy with specialized gadgets suitable for high-profile operational inspection. Come on. What kind of inspection do Navy need with a yatch? Presidential yatch? What kind of inspection? Are they going to the moon to drive it, or to sail in the moon, or to fly? Can it fly? Is it invisible? So I'm just thinking, it's not a submarine. We should think better than this, not a spending spree. This is the taxpayers' money. It's not owned by an individual. This is money that will be paid by the taxpayers. So whatever they are spending, it demands to be fruitful, to touch every average Nigerians. We have no light, we have no good roads, we have no security, we have no hospitals. Why can't they put 5 billion into our hospitals to better the economy? Why can't they put 5 billion into our security? Let all the security officers have mobile gadgets, radios that they can communicate anytime where they are called upon to respond to crimes all over the state, kidnapping going all over the state. Why can't they do good roads where our cars can last longer? Why can't they put it on renewable energy where we should have lights to the common man? 5 billion is a lot of money to be loaded into a yatch at this time where the government wants us all to sacrifice. Where is the sacrifice of our leaders? Where is it? Instead of their sacrificing, they are engaging on this spending spree with our taxpayers' money. Our leaders, please, take your hands off our neck. Don't choke us to death before you know you're killing us all. We are killing us, you're killing our born child, you're killing our hope. Hence, all Nigerians, youth are running abroad for better life for their families, for their children. When everyone is gone out of your country, then who is going to lead? Who are you going to lead? You still want to keep on looting money abroad? One day, those those looted funds, you cannot even claim them because they will be stacked in foreign countries to better the foreigners. So please, Nigerian leaders, help us to stop running out of Nigeria. This is our home. This is your children's home. You have no other home but Nigeria. So better this country and stop wasting our resources. Stop wasting our money for your own selfish pleasure. Thank you. Because when you breed a stream of poverty population, they will haunt you tomorrow. Because the poorer the populace, the more crimes that you will breed, the more insecurity that will come out of it. The less privileged population you have, the more insecure you have. Now you are buying these luxurious jeeps. I hope they are bomb-proofed, or I hope they will not spoil one day on the road, or I hope when you're driving past the streets, those poor ones that you have breeded, those criminals that you have breeded because you refuse to send them to school, those people you pass on the streets that are marginalized for so long, that cannot think of any better way to survive rather than going on stealing or kidnapping. We'll kidnap you one day when you get out of that vehicle that you're buying today, thinking that you'll be secured in it. So think twice before you waste our resources on protecting yourself and your family and your looted fund. Tomorrow is unborn, and tomorrow we haunt you if you don't make today a better place for us all. Thank you.